I'm Emily Naylor. I'm a third-year biological science student at Durham. I took a year out last year, working kind of in the education sector, and then got a bit of an opportunity to travel as well, and now I'm back to finish my degree.
And I'm Haywood, and I just graduated from the University of Amsterdam doing a research master's in international development, and my research is really focused in the intersection of gender and environment and working with indigenous communities, and now I'm looking for a research role in conservation and human rights.
I came to Explore. There's a recently new set up Expedition Society in Durham, and was kind of meeting with a lot of people who were also on year abroad last year, and it's kind of a nice circle and bubble to be in of people who have seen how big the world is and seen kind of all the other cool opportunities you can get out there, and this was kind of a good space to come to talk to a lot of people, hear a lot of really cool talks and gain a lot of information on where you could go.
And yeah, I really enjoy being in nature and climbing and hiking in my spare time, and I thought this would be a really nice way to see if I can combine my hobbies with my research interest and network in a, I don't know, more friendly and welcoming environment than a normal conference, I think.
Well, it's a very friendly event. We just sat down in the lecture hall. I was finishing off eating my breakfast, so he comes and says hello. And I think it kind of just summarises, like you just said, how friendly the event is. I've never really networked before. It could be a little intimidating, the word, but everyone here is so happy to help, I'd say.
Yeah, I think there's lots of different rooms, and yeah, we just found a quiet corner and then we met, so it's really nice.
Yesterday I got nudged by my university friends to jump on stage as a volunteer, and immediately kind of after that people were coming up to me to give me opportunities, like, oh, I heard what you were interested in, you might be interested in this, and then someone else would overhear the conversation and jump in with their little pieces of information as well. And I think just how overwhelmingly proactive people are in helping other people is a really unique experience.
Yeah, there wasn't like one moment necessarily, but lots of like inspiring talks and then some really nice kind of conversations and just hearing what exists. I think when you finish or you graduate, it's hard to know what's out there, so just hearing firsthand from people, oh, did you know this organisation or this person? And I think it's just helpful to put your foot in the door. I think I'm struggling to kind of see what kind of organisations to go towards, whether I go for more conservation or development. Sometimes they're very separate. So it's nice to just hear from some people, oh, like this organisation actually has a lot of projects in human rights or with communities. So that's really nice, like just to get a bit of a feel from within organisations of what they might offer.
I think there's the opportunity to just kind of ask a random question to someone who's an expert in their field, like, I've never done this, how do you suggest I get started? And just hear what they've got to say, because their advice is kind of invaluable from someone who's kind of that high up in their own field. I think sometimes you have these great ideas and they seem a little bit unattainable, and then you come to a place like this and it's kind of like, other people have done it, so why can't you? And just, it's made me think how friendly people are. So you're not bothering them when you send them an email, well, maybe a little bit, but most people here have been like, oh, just send me an email, and it kind of just connects. It makes the bridge seem smaller to going where you want to go, and just kind of give it a go and see what happens.
I think I also just enjoyed the environment. Like some conferences or academia can be very competitive and you feel intimidated by people that have published more, whereas here it feels like everybody's been in your shoes, and at one point everybody enjoyed doing this, or they just reached out to somebody, or at least now I think I feel more optimistic about just reaching out, even if a job is not there, and just making contact or not being afraid to make the first step, I think.